Invasive species are a problem in general, but also in caves. For example, bat populations have been devastated by white nose syndrome, an invasive fungus in caves. Let's hear more about how bats in the United States are threatened.
Hello, my name is Jonathan Reichard and I work for the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service, where I help bats affected by white nose syndrome. White nose syndrome is a disease caused by the fungus Pseudogymnoascus destructans, which we call PD for short. PD grows in cold, dark, damp places like caves and mines where bats go in the winter to hibernate. During hibernation, they allow their body temperatures to drop to near freezing, and by doing so, they survive the winter months only on energy they have stored in their bodies because there are no insects around to eat. While bats are relatively inactive during hibernation, PD attacks and grows on them. The fungus can look like a white powder on the bat's face, which is how white nose syndrome got its name. It also grows on wings and other places where it can eat holes right through a bat's skin. In addition to damaging skin, these infections cause bats to warm up and become active, wasting precious energy they need to make it through the winter. Sometimes they fly out of their shelters, looking for food and water, but there are no insects, so the bats freeze or starve to death. Millions and millions of bats have been killed from white nose syndrome, which, as Gretchen said, is caused by an invasive species that came from somewhere else and is causing harm. In the case of PD, we really don't know how it got here, but the fungus can travel on bats as they move around, and it is possible for people who come in contact with bats or their habitats to accidentally spread the fungus if it gets on their shoes or clothing and they travel to other places where bats hibernate. No matter how it got here, PD spores took hold in that New York cave and the fungus quickly spread between bats, so now it's found in at least 33 states and 5 provinces in Canada, affecting at least 9 species of bats in North America. Thankfully, other mammals, including you, do not get white nose syndrome. However, because PD spores can hitch a ride on your shoes, clothes, or even your backpack, to protect bats, it's important to clean and disinfect your clothes and anything else with you after you go to a place that might have PD in it. For more about how to reduce the risk of spreading white nose syndrome, visit whitenosesyndrome.org, which has more information about the disease and what you can do to help.
Here at Blanchard Springs, visitors walk through disinfectants to make sure that they don't carry the white nose fungus on their shoes into the cave.
You see, one big thing is to not dump trash in caves, waterways, or sinkholes. People sometimes use caves as places to put trash, thinking out of sight, out of mind. But now we all know it doesn't work that way.
I think learning about caves and cave geology is really important, just like we did today. If you don't know how things are connected, then you may not conserve these important areas.
Hey, thank you all for all of those suggestions. And I gotta say, I really did enjoy my time underground today. Thank you to you and all of our experts.
I hope you'll take some time to learn more about caves and their resources at caveslive.org. Remember, caves are unique and amazing places and are connected with our everyday lives. The more you know, the more you will value these extraordinary places and realize how we are all connected both above and below the surface. Bye.